Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, this is probably going to be a short video. The bottom line here is I'm making an attempt to, honestly, to reach out to Trump supporters. And just to talk about my position, the way I see this situation, what's happening here. Recently, not just recently, but all the time, Donald Trump, whenever anybody says anything bad about him, not even that, when anybody even just says that they're going to vote for somebody else, say like Taylor Swift, she didn't even say anything bad about him. She just says, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. He freaks out. He actually freaks out and says, I hate Taylor Swift. He hates her. And the first thing that strikes me is, somebody that's confident and secure, somebody that knows they've been led a good life, have done good things, would just shrug that off. Most people would let their record speak for them. They wouldn't need to strike back at every little, there's another one. I'll put the links down for this down below. Bill Maher said something once again that Donald Trump didn't like, and Trump had to go off on a rant about how it's always about low ratings. I guess in Donald Trump's world, the most important thing is ratings. Obviously, it's not about what you provide for other people, how you can make other people's lives better. It's his ratings and how many people like him. I mean, what does that say about that man? All right. Now, onward to this actual incident. And I'll have the link for this down below. Donald Trump retruthed this, or reposted it, or whatever you want to call it, on his Truth Social. And it has to do with P. Diddy. P. Diddy was recently arrested for all sorts of trafficking and bad behavior with women. I'll just leave that right there. And, okay, so Trump, one of his followers, one of Trump's supporters or cult members, posted this, and he, the ex-president of the United States, retruthed this and posted this. And it's a picture. It's a doctored picture of Kamala Harris and P. Diddy and another woman, except it's not really P. Diddy. You could actually go back and find that this picture is actually a doctored picture from 2001. It's actually, the real picture is Kamala Harris, her ex-husband, Montel Williams, and Montel's daughter, I believe 18-year-old daughter at the time, at a charity function for, I believe, for multiple sclerosis. It's a good thing. Kamala Harris was at a charity function for, I believe it was multiple sclerosis in 2001. And somebody thought it would just be hilarious or it'd be good for their side if they doctored it. And they changed out Montel's face. It's actually a pretty poor job. They changed out Montel's face for P. Diddy, and and then they put up some text saying, is Kamala doing the freak with P. Diddy, or living freaky, or partying? I don't know, one of P. Diddy's phrases for his bizarre parties. Is Kamala doing this? And I look at this. And I try to understand why Trump supporters would look at this, would even laugh at, they might call it a joke. Or more than likely, a lot of them actually probably believe it, because I don't know if it's just ignorance, willful ignorance, or what. And how would other countries look at this? The ex-president of the United States posting stuff like this, and it's false. If I just saw somebody on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, one of my friends, post something that they know is false and post it like this, I would lose respect for that person. I really would. I would stop sharing things from that, because this person is obviously posting things that are untrue. And if you're doing it in the disguised as a joke, it's a very, very poor joke. There's nothing funny about what P. Diddy was arrested for, or what, his allegations or anything like that. There's nothing humorous about it. And for the ex-president of the United States, and possibly next president of the United States, to intentionally spread this false rumor, these false pictures, these it's just, you got to wonder if and when he becomes president, is he going to be honest? You know, because this is obviously so dishonest and underhanded. And if it's just a joke, it's a bad, disgusting joke. It shows a lack of empathy or feelings for other people. You know, what if somebody did that to your sister or your mother? Took their pics. Think about that. What if somebody did that to your mother or your sister or your wife? Took their picture and superimposed it with some nefarious person, and then insinuated that your wife, mother, sister was up to no good. You know, how would that be funny to you? You know, so why is it funny like this? Or why, you know? And the sad thing is, I really believe that a lot of Trump supporters will just believe this. I'll put another link. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'll put another link down below. Janet Jackson bought into a false story. Janet Jackson. She bought into the false story that Kamala Harris isn't really black. Kamala Harris is black and Indian. You know, real Indian, not Native American like me. And her father is I believe he's a Jamaican journalist. If I'm not mistaken, I know he's Jamaican. It's a fact. You know, there's no disputing that. You know, and it doesn't take a whole lot of research or Googling. It takes 2 seconds of Googling to figure this out. But here is somebody like Janet Jackson, you know, believing it, and then going on an interview and spreading this false rumor even further. And Trump and his supporters believe this nonsense. You know, it scares me. It's insanity. You know, the thought that an ex-president would sink to this level. I mean, I wouldn't even tolerate this kind of action, you know, posting this kind of garbage, false rumors. I wouldn't even tolerate that from a supposed friend on Facebook, you know. And this guy is running to be the next president of the United States. You know, so how can I possibly trust him when he pulls off stuff like this? When he has such little confidence and respect for himself that he has to slam back at every single person that doesn't like him. That all he's concerned about is his ratings, that people like him. I don't know, man. To me, it's pretty obvious, you know. And this is why a lot of times I have to say I have no respect for Trump supporters, you know, because they don't even do their due diligence, and I don't think they even want to find out the truth. All they're interested in is spreading more false rumors, you know, and just laying it on thicker and thicker. Whatever's bad, you know, whatever gets Trump's ratings up, you know, and I don't know. The links will be down below. Vote for Kamala Harris. Have a good Monday.